Hello to my listeners and my viewers. It's Dr. Laura Mock, the life coach for busy dentists today. Here with you. It is the middle of July already. I've been missing for a couple weeks because I took my family on vacation. And now I'm back and ready to start real life again. Today I'm here to talk to you about an important subject, and it's called gratitude. I'm sure you guys have heard a lot about gratitude, and you're like, oh yeah, I've already heard all that. But just stick with me for a couple of important minutes and you will not regret it. Have you ever thought about why we want to feel grateful? It's kind of interesting and a little bit backwards. Most people think that if you're happy, then you will feel grateful that you're happy. Or if your life is good, then you will have a reason to feel gratitude. Oh, I have this comfy house that I live in. I'm so grateful for that, in that order. But actually, what we find out from the research, and I read some of Brene Brown's work on this. If you have never read any Brene Brown, highly recommend it. And she said that actually the gratitude comes before the joy. Feeling grateful for things makes you feel joyful. So if you like feeling joyful, then stick with me for a few more minutes. How do we make ourselves feel grateful? It's actually not that difficult. And the only thing is that you have to be intentional about it on a regular basis. You have to stop what you're doing, look around, and find something that you are grateful for and say it out loud, or say it in a sentence in your mind, or just write it down. And it's very, very helpful. Brene Brown says, and she's right all the time, that it's important to do it in a structured way. So, for example, in my office, so now for a minute, we're just going to talk about how this applies to our lives as dentists. We have 3 types of meetings in our office. One is our morning huddle, so we start our days together. We end our days together. That's called our evening huddle. And then once a month or so, we have a team meeting that's 3 or 4 hours long. Each of those meetings starts with gratitude. In the morning, we tell each other what we did the last night or for the weekend and why we're grateful to be there. And in the evening, we thank each other for how they helped us, and we give each other compliments and pat each other on the back for the hard work that we did. And then also, when we have our team meetings, every meeting starts with we go around and each of us says what we're grateful for. I am telling you right now, this really changes the mood in your practice. So give it a try. Or you can try it at home. If you're not ready to do it at work, try it at home and just take 30 seconds every day to figure out what you can be grateful for. And you will be surprised how that gratitude translates into a feeling of joy for you. You want to hear another thing? Just real quick before I go. Do you know who Lee Brower is? He's just a super smarty pants guy. I think the first time that I got introduced to Lee Brower was during a Blatchford meeting. That's my consultant. And I was struck by how powerful his message is about gratitude. And this was something that was super fascinating to me. He said, when you stop and you're grateful for your experiences, it increases the value of that experience that you had. For example, and this is my example, some of you may know, I talk about it openly, that after my divorce, I was super naive and I got involved in a harmful relationship. I would definitely describe it as abusive. I did, just so you know, I left the first time that I had bruises on my body from the abuse. But it wasn't just the bruises. There were a lot of things that he did to control me and to scare me. And even after the relationship ended, I continued to be harmed by him in ways. If we're sitting together with some wine someday, I'll tell you more about that. But the important part is that I have this experience in my past. And it's so interesting because I would not trade what happened to me for anything. I am grateful for that. And because I'm grateful for it, it has increased the value of what I have learned from it. Like I learned it once and now I can continue to learn from it, be grateful for it, teach other people what happened, what to watch for, and just overall, it has enriched my life. I know that sounds weird, but have you ever had something like that where being grateful for an experience increases the value of your life or that experience? Well, both, really. So that's gratitude. I would love to hear what you're grateful for. If you can reach out to me, you can make a comment on this video, or you can send me a message. You can go to my website and press contact me. Tell me what you're grateful for. Did you guys know? I think I've told you this before. I love it when you contact me, even if it's just to say thank you or that was a really interesting thing. Even if it's just a thumbs up on Facebook, it still gives me a little thrill. So thank you for listening, and I've been trying to keep these short. So let me know if that's working well for you, and I hope everyone has a wonderful July week. Thank you.